Do you want to build a sustainable flow of 100 orders per day on TikTok Shop without disturbing your Amazon business? Then in this episode, stay tuned for just that. We talk about how to determine whether your Amazon products are a good fit for TikTok Shop, how to get set up in the US, even if you're based outside of the US, as well as the exact system one seller used to turn the testing into a repeatable system. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the AM/PM podcast. My name is Shivali and I'll be your host, and this is the show where we discuss all things Amazon, TikTok Shop, and Walmart private label, and how to generate recurring revenue streams 24 hours a day during the AM and the PM, hence the name of the show. Get it? I just took my dad and my sister on a vacay to Dubai, and even though I was showing them around, I was still making money. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. It is our monthly TikTok Thursday webinar, and I'm super excited because, as always, we've got the full rundown, we've got an expert coming on, and we've got some really great content that you are going to want to listen to and go implement in your business right away. I want to bring up our very special guest, Alina, who has just been such a shining star throughout even my journey in e-com. She's the reason we have the CPR number at Helium 10. She absolutely is a beast in ranking and indexing, and she's an Amazon seller too. And today what we're talking about is how you guys can get to 100 orders per day on TikTok, and that's just to get started. I want to first get into just you and your background. I know I kind of introed you out, but there are probably people on here that don't know you.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about how you got started in the space and what you're up to now.
Of course, yes. So I've been in the space since 2017. Very proud and very honored to be besides Helium 10 after so many years. Back then, Bradley was just joining Helium 10, and Helium 10 was like Helium 3 because they had like 3 tools or something like that. But anyways, that's how I got started as an Amazon seller, selling in the UK, EU back then, because in the meantime, UK is not EU anymore. But we started as a trial to see how it goes. We were doing kind of a wholesale model from our own warehouse. And then only afterwards, we moved to private label in the US. And fast forward to today, we are still selling on Amazon. Not that brand though. That was a huge failure. My first private label brand was in the baby category, but that's a story you can listen to in several podcasts here on the Helium 10 one. And so currently selling on Amazon, currently selling on TikTok Shop, and also doing the AZ Rank agency, which we had since 2018. And with that, we help sellers launch products, rank on Amazon, and pretty much any other marketplace there is out there, including TikTok.
You are a woman of many talents, and I think your story is a testament to what an e-commerce seller's journey is like.
Not easy, but nice.
Yes, it's not always easy. It changes very fast. And I think that's why we're all gathered here today, because there's a lot of new things happening in the space, especially with the platform TikTok Shop. That's kind of where it's like the wild, wild west because it's so new. But anytime I speak to an Amazon seller, they're like, oh, I wish I got in when it was 2012 or like early 2000s. And I think that's what TikTok Shop is now in 2026. I'm not going to take up any more time. I'm going to hand the baton off to you and let you take over.
I built this presentation not to, amaze you with very incredible, successful stories with, millions of dollars sold on TikTok Shop. This is just our exact journey that we've had with ups and downs. And you'll see, I tried to structure it into 10 important points. So yeah, from Amazon to TikTok Shop, what I like to say, it will be a practical playbook. So this was our situation over the last year. As you can see, no huge numbers, but there was, so basically when things actually started to happen, when we got it going was beginning of September, end of August, beginning of September, but that only lasted like for 2 months or even less because we got some violations. So basically minimal actions throughout the year. We were starting to learn what TikTok is all about, always also to keep up with all the new things TikTok Shop was coming into. No FBT, which is the FBA of TikTok. So everything was seller fulfilled. And we were getting like, I don't know, a couple of orders a day. Then we did what I'm going to show you here. And we got to where we, as you can see, there are almost $1,000 a day back then. And here we surpassed that. So we're on an average of almost, the average right now is almost 100 orders a day, because our products are kind of in the 10 to 15 bucks a unit. So we only got it fixed in December, and then now it's going good, thank God. So I will start with the company and all the legal stuff. I am a non-US citizen, but we have a company. We have a US LLC established in the US. Very important thing that I want to mention is that I do not have an ITIN. I know a lot of people out there, a lot of agencies out there say that you must have an ETIN. I don't know if I'm the living proof that you don't, but I know other people as well that you do not necessarily need an ITIN. We have only an EIN for the company. Now the magic comes here when you would better have a US friend who is willing and who trusts you enough to share their social security number with you, so you can basically connect your TikTok shop with your page, with your TikTok page. And this happens why? Because on TikTok, everything is about content, right? People create content. Now, in order to create shoppable posts for you to create shoppable posts, and for the other creators to connect to your page, you need these two connected, the TikTok page and the TikTok shop. And that in 2023, I mentioned this, so I'm not exactly sure how it's working, if that requirement is still there right now, but it used to be. And once that is done, the rest is really easy once you have that. Of course, bank account and all that you will need. I use a tool called Remote Desktop that I'm also using right now, to be honest, but only when I log into the TikTok shop on the main account. The regular things and all the team that it's working behind is on user account. So for main account, I strongly recommend a tool, a VPS, so they see you coming from an US IP. For now, maybe they will change that, but for now, that's the situation. Okay, Helium 10, even though I will admit, and I will take the blame for this, that I have not explored entirely all the tools that Helium 10 has. I did I did explore almost all, and I will tell you more about it. But what I wanted to underline here is that they are continually expanding the TikTok shop range of tools, which is amazing. And you should keep an eye on everything that's coming new. What we have been using is the listing converter, and that would be, I don't know, for us, it was like the easiest way. Even if you go into the TikTok shop then and you do some tricks here and there, it's more than enough to get you started, to put your products from Amazon to TikTok straight away. And also what I want to mention is don't take TikTok shop for granted, because it works for some people, for some products, and it doesn't work for other products. It's super easy if you can, for example, if you have like a larger catalog, before going into investments, before sending inventory to FBT or things like that, just do a small test. Use Helium 10, grab some listings from Amazon, put them into TikTok shops, see how it's going. Do a couple of posts, see if it's getting any traction. For example, my actual bestseller on TikTok, which brings me, I don't know, maybe 70% of those, let's say the average of 100. We're not quite there yet, but let's just say 100. 70% out of those come from my hero product. And we've got sales on that even before we had any content. So it was just put there on TikTok. So that was a good sign for us, for example. So anyway, Helium 10, more than enough to get started. Also, what I found very interesting is the product finder. So the TikTok also product finder, it gives you ideas, right? What other brands, what other sellers are selling. That would work really well if you are a new seller just getting started. But for me, I found it very interesting. This one here is not the best example, but I found it very interesting to check their images, because if there is one place you should really play with in TikTok is the images. You can be way more creative and, open-minded, let's say, with the images on the TikTok shop. And here you might get inspired from other sellers that are doing very well with similar products, right? So you go into the product finder and check items that actually have sales and get inspired from those. As I was saying, images. So Amazon images are usually more than enough, but now with the all AI thing with Nano Banana and everything there's out there, you can easily play with them. I was just giving a few. I wanted to give here a few examples of how you can play with that. For example, this one, the one on the left, you cannot have on Amazon. The one on the right has text on it. This is something that TikTok agrees. You can add badges. You can put text on packaging, which is technically not there. Different product angles and so on. Just try to do a little bit of research, and Helium 10, as I said, gives you this opportunity right now to go, and you'll see I will present another tool from Helium 10 in a minute that also I like very much, to check the competition. Or you can just go to shop and check what's in there, and if you find something, get inspired. Don't as this is valid also like on Amazon. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, just need to adjust it. Okay, now number 3. So we had listings, number 1, images, number 2, your TikTok page, as I said. So not just the shop, but the page. Lots and lots of content, ideally. I know you will say, okay, but the creator content is everything that matters on TikTok. Yes and no. And you will see later on that GMV ads are more profitable if you are using your own posts. And if you are posting often enough, things might happen. It only takes like one viral post, and you can literally jump from 0 to 1 million in a week or a month. Now, how we found it to make it work is to find a ideally young US-based creator, like, I don't know, a teenager or maybe a young mom that stays at home and has free time. Have them purchase your products and create simple videos. Ideally 1 to 3 times a day. If you keep an average of 1, you should be fine in the beginning, but you aim to get it to more. I'm not at 3. We just hit the 1.5 average because as I told you, we had the suspensions. The initial creator that we had was not the best one, let's say, because nobody, not all the people are the same. You need to have a little bit of something to be good on TikTok. But anyways, you don't need a fancy setup. A phone is enough. Free CapCut or even ChatGPT can help you, or some other free tools to edit them a little bit and just put it there. But from everything that we've tried, CapCut is really worth it. Even the paid one is not that much. If you need help with this, we might be able to help. I'm not making any promises to find you creators for I don't know, not a huge amount of money, but they need a remuneration. Maybe I can help and find you some people that will be posting for you. The moment you create these posts, should be all of them should be shoppable, should be linked to your products. This way, the algorithm starts working. Now, if you want to get advanced for the videos, you can repurpose them with AI. For example, from one creator, you get one video, and then from that video, you can create like, I don't know, 10, 20, 50, depending. There are a lot of tools out there that do this. We are using this tool called Retania. It's built from very, very smart guy in India. And it's very, it has like everything in one place. I'm not trying to sell you guys this tool. I'm just, if you're interested in, if anyone wants, I can absolutely put you in contact, because it's not like you cannot subscribe from the internet. But what I wanted to say, as you can see here in the videos, they have like everything. They have Google Gemini, Grok, Ling, Minimax. If you guys have been playing with the AI videos, this is pretty much everything that you need. And then you basically multiply exponentially your content with with also having like a real source for the videos, and not basing everything in the AI, because I am personally not let's say huge or not a 100% fan of creating a full AI content, because people are people, and people know when this was absolutely no interaction. I know AI is really good, but at one point it's visible, and I think it's very important for the consumers to see that at least at one point the video came from a real person. Okay, so and keep posting, right? It's not always about having an enormous number of views. It's just to be consistent. As you can see, some videos get more views, some get less, but it's getting there. Okay, so we spoke about the videos and the TikTok page. Now, moving back to the more technical part, let's say, you want to hit the $2,000 GMV fast. And that is because it opens the door to more creator access. So up to $2,000 GMV, you have access to 2,000 creators. Access to 2,000 creator means that you can interact and reach out to them. So you can ask them to send them a sample and then post about your product. But you will see later on that from, I don't know, 10,000 outreach, I got like 29 replies. So the reply rate is very small. You pretty much don't have anything to do. I mean, you 2,000 is way too less. So you need the 7,000, and also 7,000 helps you. I mean, when you get to this tier, you get access to better creators. That's how the algorithm works. And also, while you're doing this, you would very much want to get some reviews, because those are also very important. And you can still get them from friends and family. We can help as well. I will speak about this a little bit later with details about the reviews. Okay, so you need to hit the 2,000 GMV. That's very important. That's pretty much like the bottom line of your TikTok experience, and that's what happened in our case as well. Okay, so as I said, friends and family, even for the sales, not necessarily for the reviews. You can use services. Ours is one of them, but there are others out there. You can, I don't know, ask your extended family to buy multiple times. So just be creative, find ways. Okay, don't buy it yourself. That can still get you into trouble, but you need to get to those 2,000 fast. Now, once you have reached the 2,000 GMV, you would want to start reaching out to creators heavily. Now, as we've discussed before, enough content posted on your TikTok page is important, because some creators also check your page. And the way to connect them, I will present two here. I think Helium 10 has this, but I haven't explored it yet. The Find Influencers, I'm pretty sure they do in their suite of tools. Okay, so what I have used is, first of all, the affiliate center that you have inside the seller center. Okay, then everything was doing good, as you saw. And then we got to September, and we got a violation for quality concern, not concerts, as it says here. So quality concerns of one product, and 2 verification checks. Now, I put them here. These are actually the ones. One was from September and October, and I think there was one more in September. So quality concerns means basically, I don't know, somebody made a complaint, even if we didn't get anything from them, like a notification or something. Somebody or someone, or I don't know, complained about the quality of our products, and they were asking for some documents for the suppliers, invoices, photos, packaging. We sent all that, but what happened was that you only have 2 appeals, and after you use those 2 appeals, you cannot appeal again. And they didn't like what we sent, and that's when everything started decreasing. Because what happens in TikTok, if you get a violation, I mean, that's what happened for us. It didn't go, they didn't shut the account, right? They they were sending warnings. We will decrease your visibility. As you can see here in the October one, limited maximum order volume. We were limited at, I don't know, 1 or 2 orders a day at one point, something like that. Anyway, so we have tried everything possible here inside Seller Central for this quality concerns, and then we got the IPR violations, which was like intellectual property. They had something to do something to do with our company info, and that was it. So basically, at that point, we were limited to 1 per day. How we have solved it? Eventually, you saw in the first screen, it took us like 2 months or more. Lark is a community built by TikTok for TikTok sellers. It's a mixture between AI and humans, and this is how it looks on email. If you're selling on TikTok, if you have never heard of this, or if you ignore the email, I strongly suggest you create your account and just be there just in case. This is how it looks like. These are screenshots from my phone, and that name there is my husband because the account is under his name. That's why it's not Alina, it's Konstantin. This is how it looks inside. This is an actual conversation with a bot and the person. So you can escalate cases. We have managed to solve all those violations. The one for the quality, we didn't even have to send anything. We just only by escalating here in Lark, they rechecked the documents that we have already sent, and then decided that it's all good. And then with the IPR, the verification, they asked for a video with the owner of the companies holding the passport, blah blah blah, which we did and which we sent. And out of the 2 IPR violations, 1 they accepted the video, and for 1 they didn't accept the video. Sounds familiar? Sounds a little bit like Amazon would do, right? But anyways, so we went back to Lark and we said, okay, guys, the video was good for 1 violation, it should be good for the other as well. So eventually they asked for another video, and everything was solved. But it took us a while. Okay, something else that would be very interesting for those of you already selling. It's called an authorization letter. I recently heard about this as well. Seems like it's a very powerful document. For example, we got, as you can see here, we got the official shop brand badge. It's important to be like your brand is approved by them. You are proving that you are the owner of the brand and the only one selling this brand on TikTok. That gives you more visibility from what I have read. I didn't put all the documentation here, but if you go into the TikTok Shop Seller University to learn more about all this official shop brand badge, you will see that between the lines they're saying it's offering more visibility. On top of that, you might get your brand, as I have here. I found it on the shop sold by other sellers. Again, sounds familiar, like Amazon, right? But if you have this, then you can message TikTok and they will take those hijackers down. So authorization letter, yeah. If you search for this in Seller Center, it will come up, and you should have an email probably about it as well. Something else that you should totally do: shop recognition. There are 3 tiers, right? You can be a regular seller. You can be a silver star seller. You can be a gold star seller. We are a silver star. Credit, you need 2,000 seller reputation points. And this is how you get them, basically. Each order, or no rating order, is 0.8. 1-star review, it takes 1 point out. 2-star review takes 1 point. 3-star review takes 0.4. And then 4 and 5-star review order means 1 point. So they do a mix of this. What's really important is that this accumulates over time. This is not a 30 days tier or 30 days threshold. When you get to 2,000, you will get the badge. Of course, it's not just the 2,000 points. It's also positive product rating rate, shop performance, which is very important. I will speak about it in a minute. More than one product, logo, okay, things like that. But the shop performance is the most difficult, and the product rating rate also. But again, I will speak about reviews in a minute. Those are still easy to play with on TikTok Shop. Also, influencers and also shoppers are more willing to choose you over a regular seller for this badge. Okay, I explained this, and something that we have also been through in this couple of months. It's been a journey, as I told you. We ended up finding out that some of our products, we have a large catalog, but all the products are pretty much size variation of the same few products. So when we checked at one point, I saw, okay, why I cannot enroll this product? Why can I not put it in any campaign so creators can reach so we can reach creators for it? It seems like the negative review rate has a huge impact on this. So even if you got like one star review, so one bad review, and you didn't have like one or more than one or two good reviews, you might get a negative review rate, even if it's your first bad review. Also, this can happen if for example, you have like 4.9 average, but you get 2 bad reviews immediately, one after the other. And you can, because there are good parts and bad parts of being a little bit more free of a marketplace. Yes, you can easier do some sales to get everything started, you can get some reviews, but at the same time, you can get hijackers, you can get attacked. I know I have a few friends that recently got attacked with 1-star review. So this can happen as well if your competition is not liking you. So again, negative review rate. This was what happened. This is from the affiliate center in TikTok. When you go into open collaboration, that's how it's called reaching out to creators. You see product unavailable. And that was because of our negative review rate. Again, it says here, you are not able to add this product into a collaboration plan. So what's the solution? Long story short, get more reviews and fast. And now comes the sweet part. Now, each product on TikTok can get multiple reviews from the same buyer. They do accept that, and it's apparently allowed. This is from their TOS. Customers can leave a review for each specific product that have purchased. Okay, so, and we've tested this with the agency and for clients. This is just an example. You can see the name Maverick on 3 reviews, but she left like dozens for a very large review campaign. So if this happens, or I don't recommend doing this right in the beginning. I mean, if you have your first 5 reviews, they should be from different persons, not the same one. But if you get into a problem, like a negative review rate situation or anything else, I would absolutely recommend to try this. It's still working, and it's an easy fix. We can help with this as well, as I said before. Okay, now moving on to promotion. So this point is going to be about promotions and campaigns, 2 different things. Promotions inside Seller Central, we found them to work really well. Tried several flash deals, discount coupons. You need to play a little bit until you get to the sweet spot. They also recommend you here inside the Seller Central and on email. I found it like, it's very interesting because I've been selling on Amazon for so many years, and I literally, and cross my heart, hate the Amazon emails because they're all like meaningless, most of them. But on the other hand, for the TikTok, they're pretty cool. I mean, you can find a really interesting, for example, I found the Lark thing, even before I knew about it. I found it on the email, and I thought, okay, it's a community made by TikTok for TikTok. Why shouldn't I join? Let's see what's in there. Same for promotions and also for campaigns. Campaigns, they have like literally every week they have campaigns. Do I have a screenshot here? Yeah. For example, so this is again Seller Central marketing campaigns. They have campaigns for live products, for live videos. They have campaigns with, I don't know, create a video, at least 1 video a day for 15 days, and you will get, I don't know, more visibility, or they give you credit for ads. There's a lot of stuff. And we found that all is impossible, but as many as possible, they like that. They like that because they see the shop is I don't know, participating in their actions, and that's important. Also, I just saw this the other day when I was working on this presentation. Maybe it was there before, but I haven't seen it, it's new for me. It's called auto registration here inside the campaigns. Basically, if you set that up, they will automatically enroll you into this. Okay, and something very interesting, MCF promotion. MCF has been almost gone away by TikTok Shop, and they just announced like yesterday or 2 days ago that they are not taking MCF away. What does that mean? If you are not selling with FBT, if your inventory is not into the FBT, you could send products to you could ship orders using MCF. It was supposed to be taken away. It's not. And on top of that, Amazon introduced some discounts if you do MCF orders. For example, it can be 5 to 15% off MCF fulfillment fees for some number of orders, or 0.25 to 1 FBA credit per unit. So it's really, really interesting. You should absolutely check it out because it could really be important for your margins. Something else, shop performance score, as I said, very, very important. Regularly monitoring in the beginning. There are a lot of things here. I don't have time to go into all that, but you should check it. Most importantly, check your messages from buyers, returns, things like that. Keep it under control, and also make sure you keep a healthy shipping time. I mean, if they say you need to ship it in 2 days, you have to. Otherwise, they will take away points from here. Now, a pro tip for more advanced sellers, for more complex products that you can automate this. Here is how you can find it. All your frequently asked questions or responses. You can automate all this. You can create several greetings here and messages for everyone asking. And this way you can make sure you keep your responses and your seller rating good. Also a little bit more advanced, but interesting to take a look. Ads and audience segmentation. So one point is inside Seller Center to segment existing customers. As you can see here, you can create audiences based on your orders. But again, this is after a few months when you get a few orders to test from. And of course, selling new products to existing customers, as we all know from Amazon, is pretty much the same thing. They didn't have the segments part. You have to be eligible again, depending on your catalog. But if you get there, take a look. It should be interesting. You can do the same thing in Kruva. You can create groups on automations. Here, it's not an eligibility part. You can just do it and retarget the affiliates that have interacted with you in the past. There are all kinds of campaigns you can and groups you can create here as well. For example, the ones that responded, the one that have posted a video last month. Now you can reach out to them again, and so on. And almost finally, the GMV max. I'm not going to go too much into this. This is a PPC. I have left a few ideas here to also use creator-made and in-house content, because all the videos show in your GMV max. And if you run ads on your high-performing posts, so your posts from the page, then you don't have any commission to pay to the affiliates, right? For us, it worked better to stop ads on the videos that don't convert, even the views or impressions are high. So it doesn't matter, right? The impressions. A hack that I personally like, I won't play the video. I think I'm a little bit over time, but I will leave it for you here. I will explain it to you. The reverse hook strategy. For example, this girl is posing Dr. Malaxin's TX cream, but at the end, it's going to be a good review of this cream. This guy is a doctor. It has what supplement you don't need. So you wait for them to say what supplement you don't need, but at the end of the day, they recommend another supplement, but still in the same niche. Or other examples I put here: used this face cream for 6 months and it made me sick, or made my skin break out, or something like that. But this was because, I didn't put toner. I'm just giving examples here. I didn't put toner in high. So people are more willing to open this kind of videos, seems to be. We're just testing right now. The first video that we posted this was number 3 in terms of views out of the last week. So it's doing good, but it's not the best one. We need to keep testing. Maybe I'll come up with an update. Also, something that I really, really like, using Helium 10, you can find really good creators through the TikTok hot video sections, which is also part of that suite of tools they have. So they are showing you here the hottest videos, right? And you can sort via GMV, sales, views, whatever filters you want. And then you put your keyword in. For example, I put in berberine and then I sort it by GMV, or you can sort by sales. And you have it's showing you all the creators. You can then export this and you can go target them directly. And that was it. Thank you. So if you want to get in touch, this is our website, azrun.com. Just write a short message there in the contact form. We'll reach out to you, or email me, or find me on social media. Thank you so much. I hope this has been helpful.
All right. Thank you so much, Alina. I believe we've covered a whole lot of ground, and naturally that lends itself to a whole lot of questions. So while we have a little bit of time on the clock, let's go ahead and get into some of those. So first, let's start off with Letitia.
Yeah.
Apologies. I'm used to sales velocity, click-through rate, etc., all impacting ranking on Amazon, but logic tells me that's less relevant on TikTok. What is TikTok Shop's algorithm like? I realize one thing is content, as you just covered, but what about being found through TikTok Shop?
We're exploring that right now. I don't have an exact answer for you. Up to not too long ago, it was people were not used to go on TikTok and actually find the shop, because TikTok was only associated with content. And I'm telling you this because at the agency at AZ Rank, we also do ranking campaigns and launch campaigns for Amazon sellers, and the buyers that are involved in this campaign, so the people that are actually purchasing the products on Amazon, are so used to Amazon that it's just Amazon, right? But when we started the TikTok section of our service, like helping brands launch on TikTok, we've had extreme, and we still do have, difficulties in finding people willing to purchase on TikTok. Which I know is strange, right? Because TikTok is such a trend, but most of the people are just used to go scroll and watch content on TikTok. And maybe from one of those videos, they like a product, they see that what the product is, and most of them still go on Amazon and go find it and purchase it. So to answer your question, TikTok Shop is still pretty new in the mind of the consumers. We are running tests right now. There isn't a ranking algorithm. This is what definitely I can tell you. Nothing more than sales, right? Velocity and reviews. That's all. I mean, reviews to have some, not if you have 50 or 5, from what we've seen, it doesn't matter so much on the shop, but it does matter to, the buyer perception, creators, and so on.
It's a handful of factors, right? I think even when we're considering Amazon, there's so many different factors to consider. They check the reviews, they check the price point, how the competitors are looking. And I think what's interesting about TikTok Shop is you've got creators talking about it, and sometimes it's a little bit more discreet as an ad compared to other times. And that also plays a role. I know that I found really interesting products on TikTok Shop. And that's why I think even when we're going in with a Helium 10 tool, where you're looking at the product finder for TikTok Shop, you're also still looking for a product that's interesting, it's solvable, there's maybe something that will lend itself to its hype. And I think that also plays a role in the watch time that people have, and therefore the engagement and how much it gets pushed out. All right. Then we've got this question here. What's the budget per month for creator if we try to post once per day?
You should talk to them. I mean, if this is something that is like really an extra thing that they're doing, and they like to do videos and TikTok, it should be like a couple of $100, 500, I don't know, let's say. No, you said once a day. Okay, I would start with, let's say $10 a video, see how that's going. And then maybe increase a little bit if they do more, depending on the person, depending on the product. It's one thing to do a face cream or a lipstick, or I don't know, something more, a little bit more easy, and it's something else to do supplements or, I don't know, more sensitive items, furniture, you need to put it on in the house, things like that.
Yeah, and I definitely think this conversation is geared towards somebody if we're trying to have them actually build content, let's say for the social media page, or you're doing like an actual proper campaign with it. But just so those of you that are listening for maybe for the first time for TikTok Shop are aware, yes, you can also have creators just get a sample, like a free sample or a refundable sample. And so if you're not doing the fixed fee, they'll basically go out and be incentivized if you're providing that commission rate. Always intrigued by this one, which Ivan says, does TikTok allow videos with AI-generated humans?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's seen those crazy cat videos. I don't know if it's just my unhinged social media feed, but there's whole stories that people do. That's not AI generated humans. I get it. I've also done animated AI videos before just for like storytelling and uploaded to TikTok Shop. And I found that I have much more suppressed engagement with that. So maybe it works. Maybe the content just wasn't good for me and that's why it was suppressed. Or maybe it's because it's labeled as AI that it's not, you have to work twice as hard to get it out there. But so far, you can upload the videos.
Yes.
Just you might have to,
We are working on that as well. We are doing some tests. So these are 2 points that I can maybe add to this presentation and update it at a later point.
And guys, with that, we're going to close out here. If you are not on TikTok Shop, but you are interested, we have a link, h10.me/TT start. You guys can go to this link and get everything up and running. And if you do not have a Helium 10 account, then use the code SSP20 to get 20% off for the next 6 months off of Diamond. Again, that code is SSP20 for 20% off of Diamond the next 6 months. Thank you so much for being here, Alina. Thank you so much for joining, those of you that are joining from all around the world. And we will catch you next time.
Yes, see you soon.